Hello guys, I'm Yatanjeet Kaur and I am in a 4th year, plus also I'm a tutor at Inspiring Minds Coaching. So here I'm with my new video on the umbilical cord prolapse. So let's discuss this topic. Generally, the umbilical cord prolapse is a very dangerous condition, and if it is not diagnosed at the proper time, it can lead to a very severe complications or even the fetal death. So let's discuss. So what is umbilical cord prolapse? In a simple definition, it is nothing but when the umbilical cord drops into the vaginal canal and it is present in front of the fetus head, as you can see in this figure. As you can see here, the umbilical cord and it is dropped into the vaginal canal and it is present in front of the fetal head. So instead of going behind, it is present in anteriorly. Okay, so अगर हम definition की बात करें तो क्या है इसकी? Cord extended beyond the presenting part of the fetus. As you can see, this is the presenting part and here you can see the cord is it is present beyond the presenting part of the fetus and protruded into the vagina over here. So the pathophysiology of this is not clear, but it is may be related to there will be a outflow of the amniotic fluid due to the rupture of the membrane. So if you are talking, if you can see, if there will be the extension of the umbilical cord into the vaginal canal and it is present anteriorly, then it can causes the umbilical cord, umbilical vein occlusion, umbilical artery vasospasm, which can leads to what? Which can leads to decrease fetal oxygenation. तो आप देख सकते हो कि क्यों फीटल ऑक्सीजनेशन क्यों यहाँ पे वेन ऑक्लूजन और वैसोस्पाज्म में, बिकॉज जो हेड ऑफ द फीटस है इट विल लीड्स टू कंप्रेशन टू द अम्बेलिकल कॉर्ड, जिसकी वजह से क्या होगा, जनरली अम्बेलिकल कॉर्ड जो होती है वो सारा कुछ सप्लाई करती है टू द फीटस. अगर उसकी कंप्रेशन होगी तो प्रॉपर ऑक्सीजन विल नॉट बी एबल टू गो टू द फीटस. सो दिस कैन लीड्स टू व्हाट? डिक्रीज फीटल ऑक्सीजनेशन. And if we are talking about the risk factors, so what are the main risk factors of this? Generally, it can be due to malpresentation. It can be due to the low-lying placenta as I am showing in this figure. And there will be prolonged labor can also leads to umbilical cord prolapse, and obstetric interventions. Generally, obstetrical interventions are the 50% they are responsible for causing the umbilical cord prolapse. Generally, what comes in this condition? During the delivery we use the vacuums. It can also leads to this, and using of certain maneuvers are the main reason for causing the umbilical cord prolapse. Now about the presentation. So about the presentation, if you are talking about a patient comes to you, how you will be able to find out the whether she is having umbilical cord prolapse or not. First, we are going to see the fetal bradycardia. If you are on the Doppler, you will see fetal bradycardia, and or you can see there will be variable deceleration of the fetal heart rate. So mainly there will be rhythm disturbances, and here there will be umbilical cord prolapse is generally painless. And if you are going on, if you are doing the physical examination, what you are going to find is you will palpate the umbilical cord on the vagina. As you can go for the vaginal examination, you can easily palpable the umbilical cord. So about the diagnosis, generally for diagnosing we use the umbilical cord, and what you are going to see on the ultrasound, you will see the umbilical cord is present between the cervical os and the presenting part of the fetus. So this is the main finding that you are going to find on the ultrasound examination, as I am showing in this figure. So what is the treatment? Now the management of this is very important. So let's discuss about the treatment of the umbilical cord prolapse. Now the treatment. Generally, if any female is come to, this is a very emergent condition, this is an emergency. For this condition you have to do what? You have to go for the C-section. So generally we will go for what? C-section in emergency. Or you can also go for certain maneuvers in which you will just elevate the presenting part of the fetus, so there will be no compression of the cord. If there will be no compression of the cord, the oxygen level will be maintained and there will be no arrhythmias in this case. So other thing you can go for what? You can elevate the presenting part of the fetus. Manual elevation is there. This is a manually, you can manual elevation. Other is what you can go, you can tell the mother to change its position during sleeping or something. Change mother position. So this is about the treatment. And if you are talking about the differentials, it is generally very much confused with the abruptio placenta. And how you can diagnose it with the differentiate between the abruptio placenta and umbilical cord prolapse, as this is a painless condition, and in abruptio placenta there will be severe abdominal pain will be there. So these are the all about the umbilical cord prolapse. So guys, please subscribe our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram and join in the Telegram group. Also we have the Inspiring Minds app, download it. And if you have any queries, please comment in the comment section. Thanks for watching the video.